Roman-Germanic Wars, Historic Confrontations. The Roman-Germanic Wars were a series of epoch-defining confrontations between the Roman Empire and the Germanic tribes. These conflicts, spanning from the late 2nd century BCE to the fall of the Western Roman Empire in 476 CE, were not merely a clash of arms but also a collision of cultures, ideologies, and ambitions. Each confrontation marked a turning point, shaping the boundaries of the ancient world and the trajectory of European history. The early clashes. The Cimbric Wars, 113 to 101 BCE. The Cimbric Wars marked the first significant encounters between Rome and the Germanic tribes. Migrating groups, such as the Cimbri and Teutons, moved southward in search of new lands, sparking violent confrontations. Key battles. Battle of Noreia, 113 BC, a devastating Roman defeat, with the Cimbri overwhelming Roman forces in the Alps, highlighted Rome's initial underestimation of Germanic tribes' mobility and ferocity. Battle of Orazio, 105 BC, one of Rome's greatest defeats, with over 80,000 Roman troops killed by the combined Cimbri-Teutonic forces, led to political and military reforms under Gaius Marius. Battle of Vercelli, 101 BC, Gaius Marius reformed legions decisively defeated the Cimbri, ending the immediate migratory threat. 2. The push into Germania. Rome's northern expansion, 12 BCE 9 CE. With the rise of Augustus, Rome turned its attention to Germania, seeking to extend its borders beyond the Rhine and secure the empire's northern frontier. Key campaigns. Drusus the Elder, 12 to 9 BC. Drusus advanced deep into Germanic territory, reaching the Elbe River, constructed military infrastructure, including forts and roads, to facilitate future campaigns. Tiberius, 8 BCE 7 CE, consolidated Roman gains, establishing temporary alliances with tribes like the Batavi. The turning point. The Battle of Teutoburg Forest, 9 CE. Arminius, a Cherusei leader and former Roman ally, united several tribes to ambush and destroy 3 Roman legions led by Publius Quinctilius Varus. Impact. Halted Rome's expansion into Germania and marked the Rhine as the empire's northern boundary. The defeat dealt a psychological blow to Rome and highlighted the Germanic tribes' capacity for resistance. 3. Rome strikes back. Retaliation and consolidation, 14 to 180 CE. Rome responded to the Teutoburg forest disaster with punitive campaigns while fortifying its frontier along the Rhine and Danube. The campaigns of Germanicus, 14 to 16 CE. Germanicus led retaliatory strikes into Germania, recovering 2 of the 3 lost legionary standards. Key battles. Battle of Itastaviso, 16 CE, a Roman victory against Arminius, though it failed to re-establish control east of the Rhine. The Frontier Wars. Frequent skirmishes and invasions by tribes such as the Chatti, Marcomanni, and Quadi. The construction of the Limes Germanicus, a fortified frontier system, signaled Rome's shift from offensive campaigns to defensive containment. The Marcomannic Wars, 166 to 180 CE, a series of large-scale invasions by Germanic coalitions along the Danube, repelled by Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Impact. Revealed Rome's increasing vulnerability and the growing organization of Germanic tribes. The wars drained Roman resources and contributed to internal instability. 4. The migration period, shifting power dynamics, 4th to 5th century CE. The arrival of the Huns in Europe triggered widespread migrations, bringing Germanic tribes into direct conflict with the Roman Empire. Key events. The Visigothic Revolt, 376 to 378 CE. The Visigoths, seeking refuge from the Huns, were allowed to settle within Roman territory but rebelled after being mistreated. Battle of Adrianople, 378 CE. The Visigoths decisively defeated the Roman army, killing Emperor Valens. The sack of Rome, 410 CE. Led by Alaric, the Visigoths looted Rome, marking a symbolic turning point in the decline of the Western Roman Empire. The rise of the Vandals. The Vandals crossed into North Africa, capturing Carthage and establishing a powerful kingdom. Sack of Rome, 455 CE. The Vandals, under Genseric, looted the city, solidifying their maritime dominance in the Mediterranean. The fall of the Western Roman Empire, 476 CE. The deposition of Romulus Augustulus by Odoacer, a Germanic chieftain, marked the formal end of the Western Roman Empire. Key figures: Odoacer declared himself king of Italy, replacing Roman rule with Germanic governance. Theodoric the Great, leader of the Ostrogoths, who established a kingdom in Italy that preserved Roman administrative traditions. 6. Cultural exchange and lasting legacy. Despite the violence and upheaval, the Roman-Germanic Wars facilitated significant cultural exchanges, shaping the foundation of medieval Europe. Roman influence on the Germanic tribes. Germanic leaders adopted Roman governance, military organization, and Christianity. Roman infrastructure, such as roads and aqueducts, was maintained and adapted by Germanic kingdoms. Germanic influence on Rome. Germanic soldiers, serving as auxiliaries and federates, introduced cavalry tactics and guerrilla strategies into Roman warfare. Germanic customs, such as personal loyalty and kinship, influenced the development of feudalism. 7. Key confrontations that shaped history. Battle of Teutoburg Forest, 9c. Arminius' ambush symbolized the Germanic tribes' resistance and forced Rome to abandon eastward expansion. Battle of Adrianople, 378 c. The Visigothic victory exposed Rome's inability to manage large migratory groups and marked a shift in power dynamics. Sack of Rome, 410 c. Alaric's attack was a symbolic blow to Roman prestige, signaling the decline of centralized imperial authority. Marcomannic Wars, 166 to 180 CE, demonstrated the growing strength and organization of Germanic coalitions, foreshadowing Rome's eventual collapse. 8. The birth of medieval Europe. The Roman-Germanic Wars were not just a clash of empires but a crucible for transformation. The fall of the Western Roman Empire gave rise to new Germanic kingdoms that preserved and transformed Roman traditions. The Holy Roman Empire. Charlemagne's coronation in 800 CE symbolized the fusion of Roman governance, Germanic military traditions, and Christian faith. The Christianization of the tribes. Missionaries like Street Boniface converted Germanic peoples, ensuring the survival of Roman cultural and religious traditions. Epilogue. A clash of civilizations. The Roman-Germanic Wars were a defining confrontation between two distinct worlds: Rome's structured imperial system and Germania's decentralized tribal societies. While Rome sought to impose its order, the Germanic tribes resisted fiercely, preserving their independence and identity. 9. The role of leadership in the Roman-Germanic Wars. The Roman-Germanic Wars produced legendary figures whose leadership defined the conflicts, shaped alliances, and determined the outcomes of key confrontations. 1. Roman commanders. Julius Caesar, 100 to 44 BCE. Role. While primarily focused on Gaul, Caesar's campaigns brought him into contact with Germanic tribes like the Suebi, led by Ariovistus. Achievements. Secured Roman dominance in Gaul and pushed Germanic tribes back across the Rhine. His account in Commentarii de Bello Gallico provides invaluable insight into early Roman-Germanic encounters, though biased. Drusus the Elder, 38 to 9 BCE. Role. Drusus spearheaded Rome's initial campaigns into Germania, leading expeditions to the Elbe River and establishing a Roman presence east of the Rhine. Achievements. Constructed key military infrastructure, including the Fossa Drusiana, a canal connecting the Rhine and North Sea. His sudden death during the campaign halted Rome's momentum in Germania. Germanicus, 15 BCE, 19 CE. Role. Germanicus led retaliatory campaigns following the Teutoburg Forest disaster, restoring Roman morale and avenging the legions lost under Varus. Achievements. Recovered 2 of the 3 lost eagle standards. 1 notable victories, including the Battle of Idistavizo, 16 CE, but failed to secure long-term Roman dominance in Germania. Marcus Aurelius, 121 to 180 CE. Role. Emperor during the Marcomannic Wars, Marcus Aurelius personally led campaigns to repel large-scale invasions by Germanic coalitions. Achievements: stabilized the Danube frontier through relentless campaigns. His efforts were immortalized in the column erected in his honor in Rome, depicting scenes from the wars. 2. Germanic leaders. Arminius, c. 18 BCE, 21 CE. Role: a Cherusei leader and former Roman auxiliary who orchestrated the ambush at Teutoburg Forest. Achievements: united several Germanic tribes to defeat 3 Roman legions in 9 CE, marking a turning point in the wars. Though celebrated as a hero, his leadership waned due to internal tribal conflicts and his eventual assassination. Maroboduus, c. 30 BCE, 37 CE. Role: king of the Marcomanni, Maroboduus built a centralized kingdom and resisted Roman incursions. Achievements: created one of the earliest examples of a structured Germanic state. Maintained a fragile balance of power, both opposing and negotiating with Rome. Alaric I, c. 370 to 410 CE. Role: a Visigothic leader who sacked Rome in 410 CE, symbolizing the decline of Roman authority. Achievements: initially served as a Roman Federate general before turning against the empire. Secured territory for the Visigoths in Hispania and southern Gaul, laying the groundwork for the Visigothic kingdom. Theodoric the Great, 454 to 526 CE. Role: king of the Ostrogoths and ruler of Italy after the fall of the Western Roman Empire. Achievements: blended Roman administrative practices with Germanic governance, preserving Roman traditions while fostering a new political order.